Well, for instance, I want to bring up Central African Republic as an example. So they recently made Bitcoin legal tender. They want to create a economic zone for crypto called Sango. They'll create a legal framework, a digital wallet, a metaverse there. And we have a quick tweet that we'll bring up. So Joseph Cotterill, who's a correspondent from the Financial Times, has saying the Central African Republic under Touadéra, the president there, is a war economy, a Wagner Group client, and a breeding ground for transnational organized crime, according to a 2020 Century report. And now it is launching a crypto island. I think there might be a story there. And I suppose where he's going with that is there's a bit of I guess, questions or, skepticism around this move and how will it actually impact and benefit ordinary people in Africa?
I think that there is a danger to single-sided stories, and this tweet is overly simplistic because it just portrays a war-torn country that is inviting in Russian mercenaries to support them and portraying as a result the government as not being a good one. But you have to look at the history of CAR. CAR is a country that was colonized by France for over 50 years and upon which the French government imposed a dictator that decided to appoint himself an emperor. And the president of France then attended the coronation of the so-called emperor who eventually led this country to ruin. And this country, which was initially extremely wealthy with diamonds and many other natural resources, has been controlled for many decades by the French military that has orchestrated massive human rights atrocities, including raping children as little as 4 years old. There are documented data provided by the United Nations investigation that pinpoints how the French government and the French military have failed the people of CAR, who for the past decades have known nothing but violence and war. So the choice of the new government to find partners that can help them secure their country and find an alternative to peace shouldn't be automatically demonized and shown as a pro-Russian country. It is a country that is trying to surviving. And the government of CAR didn't have an option because they were banned from purchasing weapons. And without weapons, they couldn't find the terrorist groups, the military groups that have been committed grave war crimes, genocide, and human rights atrocities. I think we need to look at things in a more objective way. The president of CAR is currently one of the most educated presidents, not in Africa, but in the world. This is a president that has 2 PhDs in mathematics. So you can just belittle his critical thinking and his love for his country to the fact that he has a few Russian mercenaries helping him safeguard his country and restore peace for a country that has not violence for many decades. So I disagree with the fact that we just oppose statements in such a way without looking at the root causes of the deterioration of CAR's economy in the first place. So I don't have any skepticism coming from that aspect. My skepticism will rather come from whether the people of CAR are ready to use a cryptocurrency as a legal tender, and how can we support them to get ready for that, and what is it in it for the youth of CAR that are deprived of jobs, because this is a country that has more than 80% of its young people unemployed. How can they benefit from taking part in this monetary and digital revolution by creating jobs in Web3, in the crypto sector, and in the blockchain sector? And how do we improve energy in CAR that is naturally blessed, in which we can install solar panels, thermal energy, wind energy to strengthen the production and the mining of Bitcoin in that country. So I want to look at the future with a lot of optimism, and I don't want to be part of those people who automatically, just because the country is poor and has known war, its decisions are demonized, undermined, and the ability of its leaders to think automatically misjudged and completely ridiculed. I disagree with this, and I think we are not giving enough credit for this country that has known nothing but colonialism, neocolonialism, and war.